When I pulled up the dusty gravel road to my family's ranch for the first time in a decade, I was met not with peace and quiet, but with hostility. A woman in oversized sunglasses and a perfectly ironed blouse stood at the property line, clipboard in hand, fuming. She introduced herself as Karen, head of the local HOA, and immediately began berating me for having an unapproved gate, overgrown pasture, and a non-compliant fence color. I didn't even have time to get my luggage from the truck before she whipped out her phone and smugly informed the sheriff I was trespassing. I stayed calm. Karen didn't know that while I had been gone, I wasn't just vacationing or off-grid. I had spent the past decade building a massive real estate portfolio and quietly acquiring controlling interest in dozens and hundreds of HOAs across the country. By last year, I'd become the majority stakeholder in the National HOA Oversight Board itself. Every board president and enforcement policy, I had influence over all of it. So, as Karen paced and pointed at my barn while a deputy rolled up, I made a single call. Within 10 minutes, a black SUV with tinted windows pulled into the ranch. Out stepped the state-level HOA regulatory commissioner, followed by 2 senior inspectors from the National HOA Council. Karen's face dropped as she was approached. One of the inspectors gently took her clipboard and flipped through it, frowning. "Not only are these citations invalid," he said, "but your authority to enforce them ceased 3 months ago when this HOA was placed under federal review." Karen stammered. I stepped forward. Karen, I said, "I own this land, and I also happen to be the chairman of the board that governs your HOA." Her mouth opened and closed like a beached fish. The deputy turned to me, tipped his hat, and said, "Sorry to trouble you, sir. Enjoy your homecoming." Karen was escorted off the property for trespassing, and within the week, a new HOA manager was quietly installed. I sat on my porch with a glass of sweet tea, looking over the fields as the sun set. Peace. At last in total control of every HOA rulebook from coast to coast.